Alrighty. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lefeinian Ladder Race 4. I am Classic Gamer 76. Joining me in the booth, Softnum. We have quite the interesting race tonight.
Yeah, we do. It's the Lefeinian ladder tonight. I believe it is week 3. We are still on the beginner but hard flags.
And we have quite the malices tonight. Notice I didn't say blur scenes or bonuses, I said malices. So, what do you think of these parties, Softnum?
I mean, it's kind of interesting. The one thing to note on the parties is that the flag set does have the black belt at half XP or needing twice as much XP to level up. So it's not surprising to see nobody taking a black belt. But Thief Fighter, White Black, Fighter Red Mage, Fighter Rainbow. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty good parties here.
Yes, especially given our blur scenes. Why don't you go over those blur scenes for us?
Alright. We've got the fighter has -5 luck and Black Mage HP. The thief has no Massa, Moon, and no bracelet. The black belt, who we're not taking anyway, has -1 hit percent per level and -15 HP. Was probably not being chosen no matter what. Our red mage has -30 hit points and can't use a pro ring. The white mage can't learn Curie 3 and has -10 vitality. And then the black mage cannot learn Lit 3 and has -1 MDef per level.
One of the pluses of this seed, as you can see we've started, is that we do have level 1 Cure 4, and black level 1, I see Lightning 3, but those black mages will not be using it.
That is a pretty good joke here by the seed to kind of taunt them with that pretty good sweeper that is the one spell they can't use.
Of course, the red mage will use it as long as it stays alive, but once you get a few levels, that shouldn't be quite so bad. So we have some very interesting flag sets. You notice there was all those weapons rolled down. In fact, weapons are, and armor for that matter, are -4 to 0, so the best you can hope for is vanilla.
Yeah, so by but hard, we just mean everything's kind of tipped against the players here, it seems like. So we've got malices on all the classes. We have the minuses on all the weapons here, while Marcus and Bert here start out and try and get through our deals.
And our tracker in chat, Thieving Hawk says, expect the saddest Vorpal. Well, anytime a Vorpal rolls down, that is sad, and it's not going to roll any better than vanilla here.
Yep, and Bert already losing that thief here in our deals. See what Garland has in store.
We do have improved White Mage Harm on, at least, so that will give some damage of a gate against Garland here. And Fire 2 is also available at level 1.
Yep, so about 200 hit points there for Garland, which is pretty close to vanilla, I believe. So, and we have our slab and our ship. So that's nice to see here. We'll have to see where Bert takes this from here.
Yes, of course, he's going to make a quick check for the, or at least stock up, and we don't have the shop item in Corneria, at least.
Yep. But it's always nice to leave Corneria. Corneria actually has most of what you need early game here, just lacking cabins or houses, but I'm gonna go ahead and save, and then take the boat over to Provoke.
And take on some Kaizukus along the way. That's some pretty decent early gold. Meanwhile, Guardian Marcus is taking on Garland. The red mage is already down, which isn't exactly a surprise. And a nice max roll on that Lightning too there.
Yeah. Yeah, getting through Garland here. Both players having one character down through Garland, but it's kind of to be expected here when everything's against you.
That's an interesting place for the Provoca weapon shop. We do have Shuffle Provoca shops on as Burt Reynolds takes on some pirates. I expect this will not last too long, like about one Lightning 2 cast.
Yep. Lightning 2 being pretty much a lifesaver here at level 1 for our runners here in the early game. Since level 3 is taunting, or Lightning 3 is taunting them. We have a crystal.
Yep, so obviously the Provoca play, even with up the ship instead of Motoya's, was the play to make.
Yep, and
Houses are pretty expensive.
Yeah, 3,600 is a lot for a house, but you know, inflation and all that.
Yep.
But no shop item though, so we're still on the lookout for that.
But they did have a gold bracelet that rolled vanilla in the armor shop. Of course, the thief can't use that, but the others can.
Yeah, and that's actually a really nice find this early for it to be +0 or vanilla. And Guardian Marcus does make their way through ordeals and is sort of on Bert's heels now. Getting some stocks in the ocean there.
Anyway, level 2, Harp 4 and Invis 2 and Ruse. And of less interest, we do have improved Cure, Heal, and Lamp spells on, so, you know.
They might be worth casting once.
Yep. I mean, being able to remove stun is always nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love the palette swap on the Burt screen here as Guardian Marcus is taking out the pirates. We'll pick up his crystal.
Yep, while we get to see on Bert's screen here what the crystal has in store for us.
A neutral
Vanilla
falchion.
falchion.
That's not bad for that thief. And the canoe from Motoya, so that really opens up some possibilities here.
Yeah, so pretty much the entire inner sea here is open to us through a few checks. So maybe we'll see some divergence, or maybe we'll continue to see the runners follow each other here.
Right, we have. Only thing of note at level 2 is Bane, unless you want to confuse Carrie.
Confused Carrie. Oh, Carrie. I particularly like the palette slap on the Kaizukos.
Yes.
The purple pirates is pretty nice here.
Guardian Marcus checking out the armor shop. Going to see that vanilla gold bracelet. And he's not running a thief. Everyone on his party can use it.
Yeah, those bracelets, I mean, may kind of save them here in the early game. It's a really, really good find. Let's see what we have here for level 3. Oh, Fire 3, Ice 3.
That's some pretty good spells right there.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is an upgrade for the Black Mage.
And nice upgrade for the White Mage at level 3. That will be Fade, and that's also Red Mage and Knight learnable.
So, that's pretty good having the Red Mage for Guardian Marcus then when he gets that far.
Yep.
Fast at level 4, work, lock.
Yep, very good level 4.
Yeah, overcrowded almost.
Yeah, Warp will make Marsh a lot easier, and you know, it puts, say, an Ice Dive on the table as well.
Yep, the cabin's rolled really down, so nothing much in the armor shop to speak of.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, I don't think we've seen any decent weapons so far.
Just that Falchion is like the only one, really. I mean, that's what we're gonna get excited about this seed.
Yes. Of course, the elemental bonus is 25, so if Rune, Dragon, or Coral Sword rolls neutral or close to it, that'll help. And Burt Reynolds taking the sea over to the canoe dock to maybe get March a little quicker here. I like that strategy.
Yep, while Guardian Marcus is making his way through Elfland, finding all the goodies at Black 3 and Black 4 plus Fade.
Of course, one thing's that level 4 for the white was Cure 3, which I believe the white mage is locked out of, although we had level 1 Cure 4, so that's so what?
Yeah, I mean, plus the so nobody can learn Cure 3 then, because the white mages can't either, because of the Blurson, so. Very interesting choice here by the Seed, telling us some more jokes.
I love a seed with a sense of humor.
Yeah. Sometimes all you can do is laugh.
Oh, actually, we will see Cure 3 this seed. I think either the Wolves or the Gerwolves had them. Who had Squint?
Oof. Oh, I don't know, but Bane's working really well in these Wolves. Yep. Oh, I spoke too soon, but that was pretty good.
That's still 6 out of 8 or 7 out of 9 there. That is definitely pretty good. I love what Guardian Marcus did there. He's going to check Marsh top because who would this seed, but I should say this flags. But he did check the link chest.
Yep. And ooh, pretty nice experience chest there.
10% of our boxes will be experience tests, so that could be a nice free pickup for the runners. And is this red D alive? It looks like a zombie D.
It does look like a zombie D. I had to do a double take because I read the name because I play with the palette randomizer too, so you almost always read the name first. Ooh, and we have the ruby here.
Yep, once we get the canal, that'll open up Sarda. Titans is not incentivized in this flag set. And then Bert's actually going to take a few red Ds to maybe try to get a few early levels. Got Fade, he's got Ice 3. I like this.
Yeah, maybe just go till you run out of magic's usually a good play here. Plus, I don't know if we have any level 4 charges yet, but we do have Warp too, so...
Yeah. I didn't see any. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, wait, do they have charges yet? Because you get... The Black Mage will get level 4 charges at level 8.
Yeah, so they may be on that precipice, but we don't have the flag. You have to go save, if I remember correctly, to get them.
As if gargoyles weren't annoying enough regularly. Okay, they have Trance, and then they have Blizzard.
That's really mean. Like,
And they hit
really
decently
mean.
hard, although with lousy armor, it's hard to...
Yeah.
And our
Oh,
tracker
man.
and chat David Hawk say, no, they don't have level 4 charges, which is... I didn't think so. And of course, Guardian Mark is picking up his ruby. Now let's see if he can get out. It's just the black... No, he gets glared at. Good old Marsh, always having something with nasty scripts.
Yeah. It's always better than Ice Cave, though. I feel like Never Ice is almost always true. Except for that one time it's not.
Yes. Agree. The one thing about Marsh, at least it's not ice. And Guardian Marcus is fading Marsh and might ironically be trying to get some levels or go to ice. But ogres are bringing the heat, I see.
Yeah, but we got some harm 4s.
Some lit 2s as well.
Yep. Taking care of those. Grr ogres for us, while Bert makes his way over to Crescent Lake. Probably talk to the sages. See what kind of magic we're doing here, too.
Yep, we'll see what the sages had. Might be funny if they had a floater and sent everyone down there, although I think I'd love to see a vanilla floater in ice, personally.
Yeah. I'm thinking that I mean, we're running out of checks, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was going to or key. A lot of
And
times
vanilla
like,
silver bracelets. So boy, those C's really ran out of luck. I also see priorities -2 in the Crescent Lake shop, which death
Yeah.
protection is still death protection. Sorry, red mages.
Yep. But, you know, that frees up a ribbon for the red mages.
Yes, it does.
Life 2.
Life 2, yep. That will be Red Wizard learnable. As will Quadex.
Quadex and Zap at level 6. I mean, may come back for it, may not.
If you had some reason to come back to Crescent Lake, see him get the run out of the sages, so...
Yeah.
Where is that canal? Or floater?
Yeah. Where's progression here? Locked behind the floater, or the canal, or the key, or the crown. Lots of things it could be here, but all the points, all the roads are leading to ice for us here, I think.
Yes, they are, and I think Bert is agreeing.
Yep.
At least he's heading in that general direction.
Yeah. I think you basically have to do ice from the standpoint. Anything left?
Yep. I mean, you've got Harm 4, Fire 3, Fade, Warp. Ice is definitely a play.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you get those charges of warp. That always makes Ice Cave fun.
And Odoran in chat asking, TNT, Adamant, Key, Canal in the Castle? I like how you think, Odoran.
You could throw the crown in there, too.
That is true. And the herb.
Mm-hmm. It would have to go, like, TNT at Ice, and then crown to Adamant to herb to canal. I think it's the most backtracking.
Yeah. Well, this seed has already shown a 6th sense of humor, so we'll see what the fetch chain is, if there is one.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of the mean scripts here, so it could be the case that Ice just isn't that mean here. You take down the thief, but that's just damage based. White D's.
Yeah, of course, there's always the good old commentator curse. Let's see if you.
Yeah, but I mean, if we weren't talking about the race, what were we doing?
That is true.
Oh, we have to reset out.
Yeah,
but...
the fighter went down.
And the thief, I think.
Yep.
So, little bouncy duckling that Bert uses. I love the thief with the bandana.
And the Frost Giants and Frost Wolves look even more frosty than usual, I think.
Yeah. It's the Image Wraith pack again. Just kind of punchy, not really,
Yeah, scripty yet, of course. All sorts of nasty things in Ice that could have nasty scripts still.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, and here's an unrunnable sorcerer.
Fortunately, only one.
Yeah, but with a lot of defense. Critical hit did like 11 out of the thief. Yep. Have our warp charges. Can get the crown. Well, we're starting.
Well, we can see what Astos has. Which is hopefully another fetch item. Alright, Guardian Marcus is making his way towards Ice. He will find his crown. And perhaps some pain. And good uses of his warp charges there by Bert to help him get out of Ice quickly. He's not concerned about the rest. He just wants out of there.
Yeah. And Ice 2 has a lot of steps to it to get through the square.
I mean, there really isn't... I don't know if there are any loose in this flag set, so I mean, sure, you might find a nice weapon or armor. It might have rolled -4 too.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I think that my malice only kind of just disincentivizes me from searching, right?
Yes, I agree. It's like they know the Vorpal's going to be somewhere. Of course, if that rolls down, that really nerfs it.
Yep. Yeah, the Vorpal rolling down is tragic, but it's probably why it's incentivized, so we can see what it is.
Bird has made it out of ice. Guardian Marcus is going to go for the chest there.
Oh, yep. Maybe just the 6th room down here?
That's what it seems like. I mean, of course, there's 5 chests back up on ice 1 as well.
Yeah.
But he's skipping the play to the 2 chests. We do not have better trap treasure on, so you can see him skipping 2 chests. You know, you don't know if they're going to be any good.
Yeah, nice experience chest too. Some bitches.
Xcal, only rolled -1, and it's of course going to have that damage bonus against everything, so that's not bad. That's going to be a nice find. Not to mention the light axe. That'll be free harm too, and decent weapon for the fighter.
Yeah, I mean that Xcal -1 is probably gonna save the fighters here. That is quite the nice weapon to have on us. Probably the best legendary.
Yep, and this is going to be an abbreviated vanilla. Looks like Astos had the herb, so no crystal in there. We already found that. Just going straight from around the herb, and Astos has blaze. That's not too fun.
No.
It's not a buffed Astos, but
yeah, not hitting terribly hard, but you were running out of hit points there. But Burt Reynolds does make it through, gets his herb, probably just straight back to Elfland here. See how long the fetch quest goes.
Yep. Of course, for those who might have watched like winter tournaments and the others where thief lot picking was on, it's not on in this flag set.
Yep. So we definitely need the key. It's also worth noting that we do need all 4 orbs. We will be visiting everywhere. It's going to be a pretty good time. And we get our canal.
Yep, so that will open up Sarda, and it opens up Earth as well with the rod.
Does leave our dwarven friends as some fetch quests available later to the seed to dole out as it deems fit.
Yes, it does. And of course, Ordeals is also on the table as well.
Yeah, I'm always tempted to do ordeals when you get to about here because it's a little bit quicker in the boat as long as you're in the boat.
Yes, Ordeals, kind of an unusual place where it's much better to get to by boat than by airship. And they have warp, so that'll help in the pillar maze.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good destination for this party, I think. But we'll see what Bert decides to do. Wall's pretty good.
Yes, Wall's a pretty good spell. And Guardian Marcus making his way through ice again, because he wiped, getting that, knows that Xcal's there, and Temper and Brack at level 5, not to in Snoop or promotion Wall. We haven't seen Nuke yet.
We haven't seen Nuke yet. We also gonna see what Guardian Marcus decides to do here. I wonder if they didn't pick up Warp or forgot about Warp. Happens.
Check this. I don't think we've seen any life spells or heal 3 either.
We saw Life 2, but that was at level 6.
Oh, that's right. Now I see it. That was Red Wizard learnable. I even made that point and totally spaced on it.
Yeah, no worries. But, I mean, level 6 Life 2 is not great. I mean,
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
bad, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Bert going ahead and checking the Titans trove here, even though the incentive flag for it is not on today.
Masa is not incentivized today, so it's going to be in some chest somewhere.
See what Sarda, I believe early Sarda's on. I don't think I looked, but it usually is. Oh, we have the TNT.
More fetch fun. You know, we could have lazy dwarves too. I don't think we've seen that adamant yet.
You know what we do have, though, is we have the rod. And so we may... I would be tempted to go pay Lich a visit here while we're over here.
I would too. Of course, I wonder, is he going to just go this two-man because he's leaving the thief and the black mage down?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you go back to that town and get revived, but...
Of course, that's not going to be Melmond.
Yeah, right. You'd have to go all the way back to Corneria, so maybe it doesn't help you that much. But, you know, it's Lich.
That is true, and I think that's what Bert's thinking, because he's headed towards Earth. Of course, he might also just be checking spike tiles.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot to do that. You know you're going to be using the fighter with that Excal you're holding. And we get our zombies. So that's a nice thing to see.
Especially for that white mage with Cure 4, that fighter is not doing a lot of damage yet.
No, I think that it's either got the Falchion or the Light Axe on. I think the Falchion.
Yeah, the Light Axe was down where the Excal was, so he did not pick it up.
Oh. Mages. Zombies aren't bad, but mages I'm sure we're going to dance with, although they don't have that many hit points.
Zombie D was hitting pretty hard, though. And Guardian Marcus heading into Volcano. I mean, it's not incentivized, but it does have the armory and a bunch of chests to check. And it is going to be required. And there's the Masa, but it rolled -4. As did the Sun Sword.
So it rolled the maximum malice that is allowed in this flag set. That's fun.
Ice Shield rolled vanilla. That's good for the fighter. And if Bert picks that up, it'll be good for the Ninja Post promotion.
It is indeed, as chat around is pointing out here, still a Masa. We will still use it.
Oh yes.
I'm not saying I would not use it. It still is. We get to be sad about it. We get to pine for what could have been.
All right,
Maybe.
Guardian Marcus has raided the armory. Probably going to head out and save. I would definitely head out and save that Masa.
Oh yeah, I imagine. He may save and then go back to Ice and see if he can make it through this time. The Masa might be enough.
Certainly gives that fighter something a lot nicer to swing. But you can't use that Excal yet, and Light Axe is nice, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's didn't really seem to be pulling its weight when we were kind of trying to make our way through ice there. Oh, and the fighter dropped on Bert's side, so it looks like we're gonna make a run for the exit here.
You know, not sure if those are unrunnable or he just doesn't trust his white mage to run and just wants to. Which
I would
think
trust the white mage to run either.
Neither would I.
And I mean, and it's oh, rough.
Gargoyles have stone touch as well as all the other nasty stuff they have.
Yeah.
And they appear in huge packs in Earth. Hello, you see a huge pack of things with Stone Touch and Trance and nasty stuff in Earth, do you really want to try the 2-man? Is my question. Of course, I see him right now. He could just be trying to gain some levels on his 2 main characters and heading out.
Yeah, I feel like this is a little bit of a mini grind here to see where we can get to before we end up running all the way back to Corneria and probably checking the TNT that we got. Everything. Yeah, he's gonna have to book it out of here. My mage got to level 17 though. That's pretty good.
Yep, just has to hope for no gargoyles.
Poison's okay, as long as we don't get stoned again.
Yes.
We get spared the music, and we will save.
Guardian Marcus, yeah, I don't think he checked the shot. He's checking it now. He's probably wishing he had that warp when he tried ice.
He was in Elfland too, so I wonder if he either didn't have enough money or didn't think he'd have the levels at the time. But definitely picking some of these up here now.
Yeah. Guardian Marcus, getting a reminder, no Cure 3, at least for the Light Warriors in this scene.
Yep. Oh yeah, we can't use
All right, now Guardian Marcus is going to pick up his Herb from Astos. So now I wonder where the floater is. Maybe it is in Ordeals now.
Could be in Ordeals.
Maybe it's that TNT check-in that Bert isn't checking yet.
Could be behind the TNT.
Yep, or it could be behind the Adamant, which could be in Ordeals. What delightful trilliness will our seed have for us this evening?
Oh, I'm sure it will have just lovely amounts of vigor in them.
Marcus' newfound exploration is going to get out of the inner sea, not find out what the sharks have after. Well, they have Exfer and, well, also the sharks rolled some level 8 white magic. See, Bert now has his entire party up going after the zombie dragons.
Yep. We see Guardian Marcus very least going to make use of that warp now as we go through the pillar maze here in Ordeals, which, as you point out, could lead us to the floater pretty easily with where we are in the seed. We have down.
Everyone's calling 4th pillar. I like how you think, Odoron.
How about first pillar? I want it to be the first pillar. I like it when it's the first pillar. Yeah, Goats Pirates on my side here.
All right, anyone in chat want to pick 2nd or 3rd?
I lose! Okay,
Well,
so
3rd
it's
or
the
4th.
3rd or 4th. We're at the 6th now. Ah, it was the 3rd. Fabian, our tracker tonight, wins the prize of all of the money I'm being paid to commentate.
I'll donate all the money I'm being paid to commentate too, just because I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And those nasty gargoyles on the Treptide in Ordeals.
Bert is heading back out. I don't know if we ran out of charges or if we're just kind of done for now, but housing back up. Ah, looks like we're gonna go kill ourselves a lich.
Yep. And the near vanilla gold bracelet, and I also saw a Bane sword there in Ordeals.
And I think it was vanilla.
Might have been -1. Ribbon or Ordeals.
Ribbon
That's not progression, but I always like to see a ribbon.
Yeah. Ribbon's
And that
very,
you don't.
very nice.
Yeah. It rolled -1, but you don't care if it rolled -4 or -9. Ribbon's still the best armor in the game.
Yeah. You're not wearing it for its defensive capabilities. I love when it rolls +5, though.
Yes, so do I.
That's so cute. So nice.
And Transcend status element in this flag set, but that isn't helping poor Bert there, and he has to reset out. And gets gargoyles again and promptly resets. I would too.
Yeah, just not gonna deal with that specific pack. Let's try and get off these floors and see if we can get fewer gargoyles in our lives.
Yes. Counter manipulation is your friend. That is correct. No extra docks on, no northern docks or no Cardiad docks or none of the things like, walking from Gaia to Lefeinian or anything like that.
Yep, all pretty standard stuff. Marcus going back into Marsh here.
He has warp now, so he should be able to get out of that place a little more quickly.
Plus a sight more levels and equipment as well. So we have a Marsh party platter here that's unrunnable.
Yes, but he has a red mage that can cast Lightning 3, which helps.
Yes. It's just like running.
I did not see what prompted him to reset.
Yeah, it's something about that bone he did not like, but I don't know what it was.
Alright, see some wizards here in Earth.
And like you said, the better incentive chest is not on, so we're still gonna check this, but just some gold.
And David Hawk mentioned, of Ruby out of that place at all. Yeah, all we have is the Ruby. That is true, of course. I forget what it sort of had the TNT, so unless the loader is locked behind the TNT, really did not need to go to Marsh, and the Vorpal rolled -3. Ouch.
Oof.
Begs the question, where was Temper? Temper was... That was level 5. That's 5. An annoying spot for it.
That sort of begs the question here. Where is our progression? Where's our items? Because Volcano doesn't have anything. I guess Onrak Continent?
Yes, but we don't have any of the northern
docks
on. So we need to check that TNT. I don't think they've checked the TNT yet.
Must be something like that.
I don't think Bert found anything of too much note in the Earth Armory. Right, Dirty Mark is picking up his ruby. Well, he knew that's what was there, but he just doesn't know what it leads to yet.
Nope. And immediately using all or most of the warp charges and saving and being done with Marsh, never go back.
Yes. Being done with Marsh is a good feeling, except for the fact that you had to go there in the first place.
Yeah. And Guardian and Marcus' face together more times than you really enjoy.
Bert's speeding his way through Earth and is going to have to slow up because he is hitting a speed bump here.
Yep. Hi, Lich.
And the alternate names, he is Speed Bump.
Yep.
Although with the weapons
a bit of a tanky boy.
Nerfed like they are, he might last until like round 2.
And I mean, we put a lot of people to sleep. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Fire 2 comes out.
Yep, Fade comes out. Poor Lich is
Oh,
still up
wow.
there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Boss HP is 150 to 250%. So
We could have killed Lich at this point. But, oh, wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
That was on the top end of that range. 200. If I'm remembering my feed hit point levels correctly.
Maybe I points out that speed bump was nasty. Yes, he was.
Yeah, that was one of the harder Lich ones I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that could have been real trouble if he had some nasty skill like Blizzard or Thunder or something.
Yeah, and I mean our fighter was doing a good amount of damage for the equipment and situation that Bert is in right now.
Link shot in chat, that was a toll booth.
It was a little bit more of a toll booth. No, Lich one does not have nuke or nuclear.
Nope, that's. Oh, the TNT does lead the floater, so Marsh is required.
Yep. Had to go through all that, so.
Yep. So Guardian Marcus just picked up his TNT. If he goes and gets the floater, he could actually, he'll catch up on some of that progression, although he's still down an orb now.
Yeah, but with the way that Earth kind of treated us, I'm not. I think that going later might be better at this point. I know I was advocating it earlier, but I mean that was a rough Earth.
It was, especially with those gargoyles.
Yeah.
That Guardian Marcus is going to take on Earth now. It's the proximity play. It makes sense.
Yeah, but we'll see how we fare. I'm gonna go ahead and check these tiles ourselves.
Yep. I'd be pretty happy to see that.
Yeah.
You can check the other tile first. We'll find the mages. Or
and as Odoran is
like.
Pointing out, we are up a massa.
Yes, that is a very good point. It's -4, but it's still a massa.
And we seem to have decided that we're just not that inspired by the zombie Ds, and we're going to head down Earth and go get our bad vocal and beat up Lich.
Of course, we get, 7.7% experience boost per key item. So he might be trying to get some key items and maybe come back later, or he might be saying, well, see if I can find, the eye tile or something like that.
Yeah, and we are checking all the chests here. Probably looking for something.
Not a cap. Cap -4 and flame shield -4 is not what we're looking for, though.
No. I would have reset out of that too, just for spite purposes.
But he's not going back to take a zombie D, so he's probably just looking around and then planning to go back and take the zombie Ds. Bert now going through ordeals. And Thavian Hawk, our tracker, pointing out in chat, the neutral ice shield volcano army was a nice grab. Yes, it was. Yes. Very nice grab. Also had an Earth vanilla opal shield, which will be useful for the night after promotion.
Bert, eating some Argyles on his side.
I just call them ARG oils because I'm usually going ARG whenever I see them. Especially in vanilla. Those things are no fun in vanilla.
Yeah.
And David Hawk, our tracker, point out in chat, and this is important, big thing, Guardian Marcus did get that X-Cal and Bert didn't, and X-Cal only rolled -1 and has that elemental bonus, so I don't know, up until Chaos, I probably use that over the Masa.
Yeah, you almost assuredly would. Let the red mage swing the Masa, maybe.
And the Vorpal -3, I mean, I'm not one for throwing it out Sky 3, but I would not blame our runners for doing so. Especially if they're inclined to do it anyway.
An awful large number of steps just to disrespect the Vorpal Blade,
That is true.
but it does deserve it. It rolled -3. It knew what it did.
Bert juggling his weapon inventory here while Guardian Marcus level 16 and 17 here on the zombie dragon. So he's got some pretty good levels, which is going to be good because the speed bump looks as not quite as speed bumpy. More
Not exactly free for us. You get that ribbon.
Yeah, Bert will be happy to see that.
Yeah.
Especially since with being kind of disincentivized to check just because things rolled down, we might not find any other ribbons.
Right. And pro rings are for sale, so you may just skip it.
Yep, everyone except that red mage will be able to use the pro ring.
Yep.
Right, Bert leaving Ordeals, sailing back. We'll see where he heads next. And Guardian Marcus, meanwhile, has found some gargoyles. He's hoping they fade away.
Oh man.
Oh. This is bad.
No.
All right.
Oh, looks like we are going to get through it, but wow. That was unpleasant.
All right.
So we do have some soft potions, which is good.
Bert raising his airship. I really like this. He went to Ordeals in the ship before, getting the airship because Ordeals is much nicer to get to by ship.
Yep. And it's not too long a boat ride from Ordeals to the floater place anywhere.
No, it's not.
If you just world wrap, it's kind of just right there.
Another trick Bert used I like is he went in and out of the lake a little bit, which when you first go on and off a canoe tile square, river square, you do not get encounters, so that lessens the, and we have the adamant.
Yep.
Lessens the encounter rate.
Yeah, and that's the thing that good players like Bert do that I always forget.
Right, of course, the unfortunate thing is he went there before promotion, so he can't take as much advantage of the superstore as he would like, perhaps.
So we're gonna check the Oasis for the Oasis item here. And no such luck. Guardian Marcus finding out the news about the Vorpal -3.
Yep, the sad news.
Looks like we're gonna go see what this adamant turns into. And we get the
Cube!
Which is
Heaviest
something
cube
we're gonna
ever.
need.
They don't have they will need that. Of course, they don't have the chime yet.
Yep, doesn't do us a lot of good right this second, but with the airship, it opens up, Cardia or Waterfall.
No Dragon's Horde in this flag set. That's another thing that's a little different than some of the others.
So
And there's
is level
Nuke.
7.
That'll be learnable after promotion, and the Red Mages cannot learn that. Or Red Wizards. Lock 2 is also there, although usually we don't have too bad an evasion at this scaling. Lockwood.
Yeah, I mean they have access to lock if they really want it. I don't see using a turn on it at this scaling.
I mean, Lock is also sharing a level with Warp, or excuse me, Fast, however. Well, on Warp too.
That's fair. We have the vanilla waterfall. I haven't seen vanilla waterfall in ages.
No proc gen waterfalls. Even of course, worse than proc gen is if you have like, you know, horizontally or vertically flipped dungeons. That's
And shuffled stairs. Then it's
oh
basically
yes.
proc gen anyway. Who remembers the rest of waterfall? I don't.
Yeah, I always knew go left and stick to the bottom.
Yeah, that works. I recognize the shapes, but that's how I do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then I turn
There's some
blue.
interesting colored mud on those mud golems.
Yeah. It's like the jade golems. Or maybe they're ooze.
Just must be some interesting chemicals in that mud, but they fade away.
They have ceased to be.
Miss,
Wait,
what is that
already out of
fighter
that
wheeling
bear
now?
Oh, were sword, I think.
It is a bad seed when you're actually using the wear sword.
Yeah. I mean, we just got it out of Ordeals. The best thing we've seen that the fighter can use on Bert's side.
Rune -4, ouch.
There's the Oxyale, so we can go and...
Oh, a power bonk, and that rolled vanilla too. Of course, we want it for its saber, not its defense.
We will equip it, but...
The rune sword normally is pretty nice because it'll hit a bunch of Topher bosses and even some pre-Topher bosses. Thieves can use a pre-promotion, but it rolled -4, so that's...
Yeah.
I mean, this seed knows which weapons are good. Well, I guess it doesn't know the X-Cal is good. It rolled a bunch -4 or
Yeah.
-3. Tail for sale on on-rack.
Tail? Bert's gonna turn right around and promote, I think. Oh, no, just saving. I wouldn't have blamed him. That, I guess he doesn't have the X-Cal, so he's probably got less of a reason to right this second.
It's also not checking the Gaia shops, which I remember one of the slots, the White Mage can learn pre-promotion. I just never remember which one.
Yeah, the slots thing is kind of still a mystery to me. And the color on the sharks though is very nice. Very nice blood red.
I just remember that level 7 slot 1 Gaia, the Black Mage can learn pre-promotion and the Red Mage after. Of course, that's Vanilla Ice 3 slot.
Guardian Marcus gonna go walk down and turn in the slab.
We're not exploring too much on TFC floor, but we'll see what he does in Mermaid. We'll see if he carbonates bubbles in particular.
Yeah, there's a confused staff for carry, I guess.
Yep. Another ribbon.
There's a nice kind of free ribbon.
Procape rolled vanilla, that's nice. Okay, Bert.
Nope.
Nope.
This is a race.
And she wasn't blocking him.
Yeah. Yeah. She needs to get in the way. Is that what we're saying? Now we're gonna go see what incentive is here.
I love that trip. Warp out and then go get the incentive in Mermaids. 13 in chat saying, Bert, I'm disappointed. I am too.
Oh, there's our bottle.
Some equipment around, getting the Procape on his White Mage. Procape's doing a shield the mages and pre-promotion thief can use, if it rolls vanilla or better, it's not bad armor.
saving out the bottle there just in case.
Yeah, now
And
he's going to go kill himself a Kraken. Did he get Brack, I wonder?
I don't know. I didn't see if we had picked up Brack. With Guardian Marcus now heading to the waterfall, gonna go grab his Oxyale here.
Yep. Our tracker pointed out in chat that Marcus doesn't have the gold for the tail, so that could definitely lead him to clear out mermaids first, or maybe even go down and kill Kraken first. 11k short, that's not just short, that's substantially short.
That's, yeah. Did we blow it all on gold rings, maybe? Oh,
Ghost using
have Dazzle.
Yes. Well, at least that they're not attacking them, because that's when ghosts are at their worst.
Yep. Oral roll -2. Which is
not terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's about average on this flag set, so...
Yep. And even -4, that Mazda can do some decent damage. So Bert now checking out Sharknado Room.
Yep.
And that blue D hits hard. That knocked down the fighter. Ghostfire in chat asks, is Bert looking for a weapon? Good question. Or might be looking for armor.
Yeah, we could just be looking to look.
Or she could be looking for the second ribbon that he doesn't know is in mermaids. And lobsters are unrunnable. That's no fun.
Nope. That doesn't seem very kind. But Bert's getting up there in levels now, too.
Only good place for a lobster is on my dinner plate.
So, if some of you were wondering, that specific lobster pack was apparently runnable, so
yes,
so it's kind of amusing when half of the pack can be run from.
Yep, and Kraken's not looking too good. He looks kind of sick.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Does that black mage have Brack? Well, just in case, wham."
Yep. At least the black mage took it for the white mage this time.
We'll see what happens 2,000 years ago.
Yeah. Getting some...
And the thief getting knocked down.
Yep.
Wow, 181 on the Fire Hero Cassian and Viz 2, but, you know... Question is it going to be a little late? Fortunately, the Fire Stayed 3. It's 95, that's not too bad there. That Weresword doing some work, and the White Mage barely survives.
White Mage...
Kraken wasn't feeling so sick, he probably would have downed her.
And keep in mind, that White Mage has the negative vitality, too. Ugh.
But she has 7 more hit points than she strictly needs.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ooh. We have kind of a thicker Kraken today.
They're all going to be thicker today. Meanwhile, Guardian Marcus has picked up his tail when no one was looking and promoted, so now he's going to get that X-Cal online.
Oh no! We have the dreaded encounter before the orb.
Oh.
Doesn't look like it's going to be a problem, but...
Nope.
Oh yeah, can't run. Or we can run from this pack, but...
Or at least we can try to. I think without the best of runners, it's just easier to mow those packs down.
Yep. So Bert heading over to promote as well.
Yep. Guardian Marcus has picked up his cube. He's now heading over to Onrak. And he can pick up the, at least check the shops to see if there's anything useful there, the magic shops. Which looks like he's going to do. There's Life 1, which is way out of his price range. And he isn't even looking at the black magic shops, which we've seen everything that's really good, so...
Yeah. I mean, you can surmise that Nuke is somewhere up here, but it doesn't help you a lot for that to be the case.
Well, Nuke was Gaia level 7 slot 2.
Right.
Of course, I don't know if Guardian Marcus has seen that yet.
Yeah, I didn't think that Guardian Marcus had gotten there yet, because he played the floater a bit.
And we'll see if Guardian Marcus carbonates bubbles. Which will be a function of whether she gets in the way.
Yes, we will have to see if Bubbles is feeling frisky today or not. Ghost with Dazzle trying to stun our party here. Looks like we are going to pick up Nuke on our Black Mage. And
Lock 2. I like it. You get a lock spell that's not on the same level as Fast. Of course, you need to have a living warrior to cast it. And the key from the fairy.
Required item unlocks one more check here.
Yep, and of course, needed to get through Toe for something no one ever knew until the randomizer.
Indeed. But this, I think the chime has to be at Corneria at this point. Pretty sure.
I can't think of any other checks off the top of my head, so I think we do need the...
And the loot's probably in Sky, so...
Yep. Yeah, Charm certainly can't be in Sky.
Yep. that's not going to work for us, and we know there's nothing in Volcano Seed, so...
Right, Bert going. Looks like he's going to pick up some magic on the Knight.
Yeah, Ruse is pretty nice there for level 2 for the Knight.
Yes. We haven't seen the defense sword or Ruse stick yet, I believe.
No, I don't think we've seen either of those. We've seen the power bonk, but I don't think anything else.
I think since he had to go to Lefeinian before promotion, he cannot, or at least easily use the Superstore. But he picks up Cure 4 on the Knight. That could be big. It's always important to remember that. And Chime and Cornelia, meanwhile, Guardian Marcus is going to take on his Kraken.
Yep, absolutely.
And Kraken says, "Good night, Knight." Puts the Knight to bed.
And we have a faster, more punchy corpse.
Yes. And no life in battle in this flag set.
Oh, I was going to ask, actually. That might make this a little bit tricky here.
Yeah. Well, he does have Bracken. His Black Wizard, I should say, is up for now. Kraken 2, not knowing what year it is, back rows the White Mage. That's Kraken 1, excuse me. Not knowing what year it is.
Not knowing what year it is.
Oh, he's kidding, like, oh, and now
Ooh, okay. We are, I don't think this is gonna work here.
Yeah, this isn't looking too good, unless he has Brack on that Red Mage, I don't know if he does.
And we may be in this cap.
Well, Kraken's now missing.
Yep. So...
I think he's at least 3 in this class.
No! Oh, there's Bane.
Yep, he does have Bane, and there's...
Oh my gosh!
Poison smokes that Kraken. And wisely Cure 4ing up for taking any more steps. Dragon Armor, meanwhile, -4. That's unfortunate for the Knight.
Yeah, sadness.
But yeah, I'm not sure. If I had other Knight armor, I definitely would not equip that because I see the ribbon also on the Knight.
Yeah, I mean, we had Cheerios on the night before, so it might just be better.
Yes, it might be better than the Cheerios, at least. Well, I actually have to check the stats because -4 is a pretty... That's 8 less defense.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Bert's going to check out the Astos' closet, see if there's any good items.
Yeah. There's our Bane -1.
Yeah, Bane sword. That is not bad. Ice -2 armor isn't great. Mummy and Wiz Mummy is decent, but full party, but not the best. You know, Guardian Marcus is picking up his key from the fairy, so he'll be able to get his chime. And for those who might be wondering in chat, Wormek is vanilla this seed, so we could possibly open the Bridge of Destiny see Wormek, or 2, or 3.
I mean, 3's a lot to hope for, but, you know.
Does happen on occasion, but Birch found metal slimes. This is a nice full party grind.
See how Fade does on them. And they have less than 170 hit points. So, yeah, this is nice.
Should be definitely be able to get some levels on the Knight and White Wizard there.
Yeah, that level 3 Fade's really kind of being the MVP spell of game. Yeah. I guess you could count Bane, maybe, but...
Yeah.
Ring our little bell, get entrance.
Guardian Marcus, meanwhile, in Mirage, gets Saber-Tees and Mancats, one of the most annoying encounter groups there is.
And just resets out, hopes for a better seed.
Here's the second Light Axe, which can be free harm 2 for the White Mage when the do have that improved harm on. And Orderon in chat pointing out Marcus leads levels badly at level 19. I mean, see why definitely, you know, Chimera is not a bad experience there you could take.
Yeah, levels do kind of solve everything in this game. It's just being able to get them super efficiently. Like Bert here is almost at 30 on these metal slimes.
Yes, he's found that metal slime tile. That's really nice for him. I think Guardian Marcus is probably be on the lookout for, you know, well, he doesn't know where the metal slime tile is, so he'd be looking for that, or the eye tile, or the agama tile, although those are better single character grinds.
Yeah, these metal slimes would be a little bit rough for a punch mage or a solo ninja.
Yes, they would be. And of course, brought up, you know, we had that Black Mage's HP, so you see the fighters really do not have great HP yet still.
No, Black Mage HP is just not very nice, but we can take this grind pretty far and have it be really efficient still. We're getting still really pretty good experience off this.
Yes, 30 and 31 now for Burt Reynolds. Cody Marcus trying to get away from the Cerebuses. Checking out greater than less than.
Brocade.
Yep, that's not bad.
Yeah, we'll take it. Let's rip the menu.
Yeah. Thorhammer -4. That's free.
-4.
Yeah, free lightning too, but not much else. So see, he doesn't have that opal shield on the fighter. That is actually a little better than the ice shield.
Yeah, but I don't really blame him. It's a little bit hard to keep track of with the minuses and everything.
Yes, it is. I would probably have forgotten about that opal shield too, especially if I was trying to go through this as fast as I could.
I'm saying if our harm 4 going to take care of looks like we're going to eke out one more level here.
Yeah.
Because I thought I saw that it was 160 to go, so...
That, of course, going too fast to see the HP values now, but Burt now has at least a maximum of 397, probably a little more on this knight. Of course, what you really want is at least 400 to survive a nuke or nuclear. We do have the relatively new no consecutive nuke or nuclear flag on, which means you won't get it twice in a row. But on the other hand, it also means, most of the fiends are going to have it. At least one of them. And Marcus has actually found some metal slimes. Of course, that is a regular encounter, not a spike tile, unfortunately. Still, he will gladly take that. Could pick up his loot.
Yep.
I don't blame him for skipping boxes. He's got pretty decent armor, pretty decent weapons, at least as decent as it's going to get in this seat.
Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder if he feels behind, too. Trying to shortcut levels, trying to shortcut the boxes.
I mean, he did wipe a few times earlier, so he probably does feel behind.
Yeah. So, probably.
But not so far behind won't check out the Sky 6-pack. And Burt just found the Masa -4 going through Armory. And there's a defense sword. That's a Sky 6. That's a nice find.
Did it roll vanilla?
Oh, it rolled vanilla.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a decent weapon, but even better, it's going to have that precast of ruse.
Mm-hmm.
And if Kraken 2 hits anything like Kraken 1 hit, and probably does, if not worse, then you definitely want that defense sword. Alright, get your robot emotes out in chat. Let's see if we can get a Warmack on the Bridge of Destiny.
Just some nachos so far.
Yep. Alrighty, Mark is taking this. Good experience. I like this. Just doing the walking grind in Sky.
Should do him pretty good. While Bert's heading right for carry here. Ready to be out of this seed, I think.
Yes.
With its kind of mean sense of humor here.
Yeah. It's ahead because Bert's going to finish fire, but that's a pretty fast dungeon, so he's going to still have the longer dungeon left to go. But then again, Bert has much better levels.
Yep.
No Warmech, unfortunately. A defense, fast. Read about it. Looks like Fade and Temper.
Events. Yep. Fade doing 102, which is not nothing, but not probably what we wanted out of it. It looks like we're going to get Bane a shot.
Yep, and Brack.
And Brack.
Meanwhile, Kelly looks like she's somehow still frozen at the bottom of the volcano here.
Oh, wow. She also looks quite angry today.
She does.
So, but we'll see how Carrie fares here. 4 hits 57, 10 hits 726. That's a pretty chunky.
That's a 986 out of that 9 X-Cal. So if Tia doesn't go down to Bane or Brack, she's just gonna probably go down before too much longer.
So
She has a ton of HP, but that is a lot of damage. 711 down goes Tia, and down goes Carrie too, actually.
Yep, Carrie went down. Tia goes down there. Now Bert and Marcus will trade places here, and Marcus, having skipped a lot of the grinding and leveling, has caught up here, but we'll see if that brings enough firepower to make it through Topher.
Yes. Of course, he also needs to head the Fade. Of course, post-promotion, he can stop by the Superstore at least.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if that's what our plan is.
I think so, because I look at the tracker and he seems to have everything, so it's like one-stop shopping for our magic.
And I don't actually remember what was at the Fade, so... But our handy-dandy tracker probably told us.
I believe it was the Adamant.
Yep, indeed.
But this will enable one stop to, like, not pick up, like, Cure 4 and Ruse on the night, but he could get, Life 2 on his Red Mage, which would be very nice. And realizes that was the Anorak spells there, and didn't check the vanilla nuke shop, although there'd be nothing there we want. We're not going to have many casts of Gary Marcus isn't going to have any casts of it, I don't think. Yep, Bert picks up his xylophone.
Bert finds some more metal slimes that we're going to kill.
Sometimes finding metal slimes in Sky can feel like a Monday because you feel like you've gone back to the grind.
Yep. Very nice.
Davian Hawk, there's no way that Marcus is going to check a single chest. Probably not. I believe we already went through Armory earlier, so he's not going to look for anything. He's just going to go, go, go. And Bert might do the
these
same.
Relatively free ones here, but
Yep, will Bert pick up the defense sword we know is in the 6-pack? I thought I saw him heading the other direction, so I don't think so.
I mean, he did check some boxes, so you never know.
He's going to make the greed check. I don't think we saw these.
Just another pro ring, though. Not really anything to know. We will pick it up.
This is interesting. Guardian Marcus, I get that he was checking the Agama spike tile. Maybe thought, see if you could find something for a quick grind. Yes, because
Oh,
he didn't even look
yeah.
at the chest.
There's like a loose Agama for us here. Agamas have heal anyway.
And our tracker, David Hawk in chat, pointed out he had CC's Gambit as well, but not 6-pack.
Oh, let's see if we get our robot chicken friend here. Nope, some nachos.
I think he might be on the same encounter table.
I was gonna say, are we in the same spot in the encounter table? Because this is how this started out before, too. Yep, I think we are. So I remember the fighter as well.
Guardian Marcus is pulling up to carry, so what Bert needs, of course, is a nasty Topher, but with the bosses HP like they are, even if it's not too nasty, Guardian Marcus is lower level, it might take him just longer to get through them. Of course, taking longer to get through them is more time for a nuke or nuclear to come out. Now we do have Topher hint bats on, and they've actually had early spoilers, but I haven't seen anyone check them yet.
Some nice Hydras here for us.
First, Chaos is going to have, if the math I'm doing in my head on Twitch like I shouldn't be is accurate, is 5,000 to 7,000 HP, so he's going to take a while to bring down.
Yeah, we better hope for no mean scripts or it's going to be quite the chaos to take down. Oh, and Guardian Marcus is going to come over here and find the metal slimes.
Yes, he is. Meanwhile, Bert is taking on Tia. And of course, he did not pick up that defense, as we know, so...
He didn't find it.
Yeah, so using casting ruse, which could be unfortunate in Topher when you only have, at most, 4 casts. I don't know how many levels he's gained since promotion.
Looks like we're gonna grind these zombie Ds.
Yep, it looks like he's going to playing to Dan a few characters here. He saw things being unequipped. White Wizard's like, here, look at this mighty Vorpal -3. Yep, Bert's still taking on Tiamat, trying to Bane Sword again. Still ineffective.
But the Excalibur is extremely effective, and
Yes.
Tia goes down. So this is probably where Bert just goes to Topher after, maybe healing, maybe stocking up. I would expect.
It's interesting, with no Masa on the Thief and Ninja, what does he equip on there? The Vorpal's -3, but he'll still get a lot of swings, and he's not checking the hint bats. Never did find the, katana.
We nope out of that there, deciding that that was not the pack we wanted to see first, I guess. See if we can get a little bit further on reset. There's some green Ds, but they're unrunnable.
Yep. Fortunately, like vanilla there. Great experience, but Bert doesn't really need it.
No. And Ice 2, while not threatening, is kind of annoying.
Yes.
Just gonna swing at it. Okay, there we go.
This is interesting. Marcus is trying to, looks like, down all but the knight, it looks like.
Yep.
And, of course, gargoyles would be on that trap tile.
I think you mean transcoils.
Trans
Oh, and they have
Stone
Blizzard.
Touch coils. Yes. That was one of, I think, Guardian Marcus's early rows in Marsh.
I
Found that
don't
they
think
had
I had
Blizzard.
seen Blizzard yet, but
Yeah, they had Blizzard.
that is silly game.
Yes.
Aegis Shield -2 isn't bad.
Yeah, he doesn't pick it up, which if you have the Vanilla Opal or Vanilla Ice Shield and the ribbon, you don't really need the Aegis.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he that was funny. He decided to do that just to make us start. I mean, do see the key lit up on the tracker, but I think he did that on purpose. I don't see why.
So we'll see here how Bert makes it through as we kind of come upon the refight floors.
Probably going to get that knight up to, or Gary Marcus, excuse me, is going to get up that knight up to at least 400 HP. Meanwhile, Bert's coming up on Speed Bump Mark II. I'd normally say blink and you miss it, but it's going to have quite a few more HP than normal, so I think we'll be seeing Lich for a little bit. Not terribly long, but a little bit.
Yeah.
And ink comes out. Prove darkness is not on in the scene. And Lich is gone.
Yeah, 2 swings from our Excal, plus a little bit of help from Fade. 1,300 hit points or so.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
right.
actually
Oh,
a
Excal.
low roll, because I think you'd have at least 1,250.
Yeah.
Let's see. And if Guardian Marcus will check the hint bats.
Perhaps it seems like we're ready to go, so see what Carry 2 has.
She has Nuke.
Oh,
Max roll on the thief.
well, that's fun. I think we'll still be able to make it through here, though.
White Wizard pours herself. Tech. Knight's Tech. I think that's the Masa. Good if you picked up that Excal.
Who, Bert? Bert didn't,
Yeah.
I don't think. So,
Alright, carry 2 down. It's going to go the quick route for healing the knight, which I know heal pots are slow, but I often like to save Cure 4 for Fiend battles, personally.
yeah. Drink strats are always a desperation move and shouldn't really be planned on.
Yeah, well, drink strats outside of battle.
Right.
Yeah, in battle, those are... yeah, if you're using drink strats in battle, you're in bad shape, and... which is like, not this time, Kraken, ruse!
And the thief
You just-
gets the first blood with 4 hits, 4 damage.
Yep. Let's look at you sent you in. Kraken's like, I don't think so. Ninja, who's the slow 2 on him. I think there's 2 getting the evasion up. Of course, the spell happy Kraken 2. You know, that's my favorite kind of Kraken 2 to encounter.
Yeah, we haven't really punched anybody that hard yet, so we will now, of course, since I said that, but...
Of course, with no consecutive nuke or nuclear, I mean, already there's enough nuke and nuclears that someone's bound to have about more than one, but, you know, the longer this lasts, the more likely it is to come out.
Yep, we did see one on Carry, so...
Another advantage Bert has, as Nuke takes down Kraken 2, is that he has both the fighter and white mage over 400 HP.
Yeah, it looks like we have decided to save the rest of our charges of Cure 4 for battle. Ooh, Sorcerer Pack.
Order on Marcus might go down to man mode after carry 2. He very well might. That nuke comes out. I mean, it can decimate his party.
And here's Bird at Tia 2. Not a very dodgy Tia. The Thief did a pretty good practice swing there. I mean, only 53, but it wasn't 7.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Blitz 2 is down on Guardian Marcus's side.
So we have Fire 3.
Throwing out a 3 and 256 bait because why not? Actually, it's 2 and 256 because missing RNG battle entry is fixed.
And that was 10 hits for 1,033 damage out of that night.
Yeah, I think that's...
10, ooh,
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
11-19, that's going to be a little more reliable. Goodbye, Tia. So, I mean, that is a high-level night, and that Masa -4 is still a Masa, but interesting, he's going to switch to the Vorpal and go with the White Samurai strats on the White Wizard.
Okay. We'll have to see what happens here.
I think I was thinking this could be a long fight. I want to be prepared in case one or the other go down.
Chaos is looking a little bit cold.
He does.
Three hits, 3 damage. We are stacking our buffs. Ooh, 31 hit points left on that Black Mage.
Yep. 2H117 on the Thief. Lock 2 coming out, so... Thief 3 hits, 3 damage.
Yep, more Lock 2. And we're power bonking. Curing the Black Mage.
Tempering the Knight.
Tempering the Knight.
Yeah. Power bonking as well.
Yep, we'll see. We're 2 hits, 2 damage. That is 8 hit points.
Meanwhile, Kraken 2, maybe a little colorblind on Guardian Marcus' side. The Black Mage, not the White Mage.
Lock 2 goes out again, and we get 8 hits for 1,019.
Yep.
And we try and bane Chaos, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, 2 and 256 at a time, it'll work every time.
Yep. And Chaos misses the fighter.
And Chaos has been very punchy, so...
1054.
Yep. Chaos cannot take too many for that.
And we are terminated. 7 hits. 1,000 damage. And GG's to Bert.
Yep, get your GGs out in chat. And Bert finishes first overall with a time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, 26 seconds. First on stream and first overall. And Bert warned us before the race he might not be able to do an interview afterwards. So we'll see if he's able to come in.
Yep. If not, that is okay as well. Nobody has to talk to us.
Yep. Meanwhile, Guardian Marcus down to man mode versus Kraken. Let's see, one swing. Did he get slow 2 landed on his knight? It looks like it.
Ooh, yeah.
But he gets through it. And he knows no one else will have slow 2. Of course, one of the other things about no consecutive nuke or nuclear is that doesn't account for swirl or tornado.
Right. We get that sorcerer pack. So,
Okay,
and
oops.
Bert has informed us that he is unable to give us an interview today. Again, we certainly understand and
Yep.
appreciate the race and the show that he was able to put on while Guardian Marcus here tries to man mode through TA for us.
Yep. And our tracker, David Hawk in chat, saying, I looked at the Fiend script. This is not over. I saw what it posted for Tia 2. Like that nuclear, for example. Thunder not going to do much. Another nuclear,
Nuclear
get out to tier
again.
4. So that's one of the nice things about the knight having tier 4, and it has fast. But I think
5
we
hits,
probably max evade
500.
or close to it. And
Ooh, and
Tia's
we do
down.
make it through Tia. So we'll see how we fare on Chaos.
Yep, moving the knight up front, and I would actually move him back to slot 3 for chaos in case we need to try for the desperation RNG, and he's doing that.
Oh, see if we can loop.
Yep, chaos. Big punch. Defense comes out. Second
Yep.
defense to. Ooh, chaos actually managed to hit through it. Now he misses. Okay, we're at max evade.
Here back
Crit.
up.
Yep. Of course, crits can still happen. Now we're power bonking. And
Yeah, and
as our.
Chaos seems content to just kind of punch here a little bit.
Did he swap swords? He's still on the X-Cal. We'll find out when he attacks. Looks like he might still be on the X-Cal, but Chaos just being punchy and he's at max evade. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. We're gonna power bonk up here a little bit. We weren't really hitting for altogether that much damage, but we'll have to see.
And our tracker David Hawkins chat pointing out this is a thick chaos. Yes, it is. 5 to 7,000 HP, but he can chip away. Of course, 2 hits, 151. It could take a little while.
Yep.
618. Oh, wait, did we actually hit that RNG loop? We hit the RNG loop, and GG!
GG's to Guardian Marcus, finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 34 seconds.
Always love to see those RNG loops, especially when, I'm the one holding the controller. Even when someone else is holding the controller, it's lovely to see.
Yeah. It is a very nice thing. So as we see if Guardian Marcus will coming in, joining in.
Yep, and as our tracker points out, we still have one racer off stream. That is Sorbius, who is still in progress.
Yep.
All right, we'll see if Guardian Marcus is able to join us. He hasn't responded in the FaceTime room yet. So for as far down as he was earlier, he actually managed to come back and make it fairly close.
Yeah, I mean, 4 minutes. He definitely made up some time there at the end of the seed. I think that's some really good just awareness of maybe where you are in the race is definitely where that is at for us.
He made the decision to grind up that night late, and I think that worked well for him because he knew he'd probably go down to man mode, but he knew he had Cure 4. He also had Fade in a pinch.
Oh, and we're joined in the booth by Guardian Marcus. GG's.
Thanks, GG's.
Yeah, definitely GG's for sticking that out. It did seem like it was kind of hard.
Yeah, it was a bit of pain in the butt, especially at the beginning. It got a little bit better near the end, but yeah, it was still a rough go with everybody with low HP.
What did you think of those gargoyles in Marsh and Earth, or would you rather not ever think about them again?
Yeah, they were definitely not fun. That's the best way I can put it, PG. But yeah, I'm glad I went to Ordeals first to find the ribbon, so I could eventually deal with them afterwards on my second marsh dive.
Of course, Ordeals put them on a trap tile, as did Topher. It's like, we know these are nasty. Here you are. Fortunately, only like 2 of them, I believe.
Yeah, luckily I got through those, but yeah, that's just the way the seed was. It tried to throw all the nasty stuff as much as it could.
Yeah, Seed had a pretty sick sense of humor.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty amusing early on, but as it went on, it did kind of like the jokes a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah, it definitely wore a little bit thin by the end of it.
But Cure 4 level 1 was definitely nothing to laugh about. I think that helped you through the end there. Oh, no question that it did.
Yeah, no way I get through that without having access to Cure 4 on my night. I don't know what I would have done otherwise.
So when you saw the blurshings, or really just the malices on the classes, what were your thoughts?
I knew this one was going to be a little bit slower. Just again, lack of HP on both of them, and nothing. Thief didn't seem viable, and Black Belt on this seed is very difficult to begin with. But then having the -1 hit per level definitely was a no-go.
Yeah, Black Belts were getting half the experience too. You saw that in the flag set. All right. Softum, what questions do you might have for our second place finisher?
Yeah, I was actually trying to think. What about the Spain spell?
Oh, and Kraken.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch, right?
That was pretty clutch. Wow. Yeah, that one just got really lucky with that one. Definitely would have set me back a bit because I would have to grab the key item again and everything.
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty clutch play. Red Mage is the only one up, so what was I guess, do you have any parts of the seed that particularly you wanted to discuss? I think it was well played by both Bert and yourself on stream, as we saw, and it was a really great to watch. But did you have any particularly favorite parts?
Well, we touched on the Kraken part. That was definitely the best part for me, the scariest, but the best part. Otherwise, yeah, I mean the beginning was wasn't very good on my end, and I don't know, I wasn't on my best. Didn't play my best game tonight, but yeah, it was just rough at the beginning, and just pushing through and getting through it was my main goal. I knew I was going to take it a little bit slower with everything, and I'm glad I at least found the zombie D tile to get some levels for my knight to get over 400 HP.
Well, you still played that very well. In fact, despite all those early wipes, you finished just over 4 minutes 8 seconds or so behind Bert. So you actually played that quite well, especially with that awful start.
Yeah, Bert's a really, really, really good runner. More veteran than I am, and it feels pretty good with everything that happened to still end up, you know, just a couple minutes behind him.
Let's see. Well, any final thoughts?
Well, this has been an interesting tournament, mini tournament so far. These flags are pretty rough, and I'm usually playing stuff on a little bit easier side, so it's nice to change it up and get a nice challenge. And if Bert is watching this on restream or watching on VOD the next day, um, GG's to you. And thank you, Selfnum. Thank you, Fabian Hawk. Thank you, Classic Gamer, for calming and tracking for us today.
So I've really enjoyed watching these. In fact, when I saw the announcement come up, we need a crew for the race, I eagerly volunteered. In fact, sometimes we have last minute crews. This time we had a first minute crew.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun to watch these, and this is I think the first one I've gotten to crew, but it's a really great kind of flag set. I do like ladder formats, even though I haven't really been able to play. So, but GG's, and with that, I do want to thank Fabian Hawk for tracking for us and making us look good, and Speed Gaming for allowing us to be on their channel on the Prime and show off our weekly race here, and my co-commentator, Classic Gamer. Thank you to you as well.
All right, again, my thanks once again. Thanks to Bert, if should he be watching, and Guardian Marcus, for racing. My co-com Softnum, Fabian Hawk, great job tracking. Kept us honest again. Speed Gaming, and again, thank you to the entire community as well, and to chat. It wouldn't be possible without you.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, everybody, and thank you, and good night.